Bledsoe was arrested.
Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So 48-year-old Texas resident Brian Jackson tried to use the "but I have a black friend" defense. So this was during his sentencing for this January 6th case. So I'll explain that in a little bit. But first of all, here's what got him into trouble. So on January 5th, Jackson texted his fiancée and said, quote, "Gonna be a crazy ride tomorrow. All kinda shit's gonna go down on the 6th. They are saying a civil unrest is gonna happen. I can't fucking wait. Going down with my boots on." The same day, he traveled to D.C. with his brother Adam and a friend of theirs. And on January 6th, after they watched Donald Trump's speech, they headed back to their hotel. So they went back, had a few cocktails. Later that afternoon, they came back, and then they were seen on the Capitol grounds. And when a group of Trump supporters passed by them, dressed all in military gear, Jackson's brother was heard saying, quote, "Are we going in? We got your back. Let's go. Hey, you know what? If one goes, we all go. We're waiting on y'all. What are we doing standing here? Let's go." So a while after that, Jackson's brother was seen at the very top of this very huge ladder, and he was recording the violence going on in the Lower West Terrace tunnel. And he was heard in his own video saying that they should go. We got to go. We got to go. We should be helping them push. So Jackson's group made their way over to the tunnel. And somewhere along the way, Jackson's brother picked up a police riot shield. So Jackson was seen and heard in a video he recorded saying, quote, "Adam got a goddamn shield, stole it from the fucking popo." A few minutes after that, Jackson's brother was seen assaulting the police. And then Jackson was seen chucking a wooden flagpole at the police. He threw it at them like a spear. So the pole landed on officers inside the tunnel, and Jackson was seen just outside the entrance. He was yelling at the police, taunting them. Moments after that, Jackson and his group were recorded. They were celebrating all of these attacks. So Jackson was photographed flashing a white supremacist hand gesture. His brother did too. But Jackson held up both hands and flashed this sign. Wonder what his black friend thought of that, huh? And then following the Capitol attack, Jackson continued to brag about his crimes. So that night, Jackson texted someone. He sent multiple texts, and he said, quote, "We fought the bitch-ass traitor cops. We told them to stand down and fight on our side. They refused. We went to war. We survived." No punctuation. It was all one sentence. Then Jackson also wrote, quote, "Oh shit, Tam, you have no idea we just fought those hoe-ass traitor cops." Again, no punctuation. He also wrote, quote, "We fought hard inside the Capitol. We are soldiers. We fought for America today. We made history today." 3 exclamation points. Again, no punctuation other than the exclamation points. And then, quote, "We love our president and we stood up for America today. We proud we did it, and fuck these hoe-ass cops that are traitors. We fuck that Capitol up today." Again, no punctuation other than exclamation points. So anyway, Jackson was so proud of himself that he deleted all of his incriminating evidence. He told his fiancée, quote, "I deleted everything." And then in another message, Jackson admitted, quote, "I took my other Facebook page down because of my trip to D.C. on the 6th, posted a bunch of pics I shouldn't have." And then he instructed one of his Facebook contacts to also delete photos or videos that he had sent to them. And then Jackson also told this person, quote, "Chased a few N-words off to on the streets, 2 bitches talking shit, then catch the P word and run. Ain't nothing but N-words there. Even all the cops are black. Fucking crazy. I will never take my ass back to DC." Yeah. But tell me again about that black friend, huh, Jackson? And again, no punctuation, so I'm sorry that that sounded so confusing, but yeah, he actually said the P word, didn't just, abbreviate it. He actually said the N word multiple times. So Jackson was arrested on June 7th of 2022, and he was charged with civil disorder, assaulting officers with a dangerous weapon, entering restricted grounds with a dangerous weapon, disorderly conduct on restricted grounds with a dangerous weapon, and 2 counts of physical violence, one of which included the dangerous weapon enhancement. In February of 2024, Jackson pleaded guilty to the assault charge. The prosecutor, though, agreed to drop the weapons enhancement. So he was looking at up to 8 years in prison, 3 years of probation, and $250,000 in fines. The prosecutor, however, requested 52 months in prison, 3 years of probation, and $2,000 in restitution. A complete and total joke, considering this guy's criminal history. So the government says Jackson's crime started over 30 years ago, and he's been convicted of issuing terroristic threats, deadly conduct, burglary of a habitation with intent to commit assault, aggravated robbery, and resisting arrest. He also has 2 other arrests that didn't result in convictions, and those were for making terroristic threats and assault that causes bodily injury. So another one of Trump's great people. And while he was in prison for multiple crimes, he got all of these white supremacist tattoos all over his body. So if you're watching the video, you see the photo right now. For anyone listening on the podcast, what I'm showing is a photo of Jackson's back. He is covered all the way from his neck down to his waist in tats. At the very top, near his neck, is a swastika. But Jackson claims, oh, I was forced to choose a side in prison. I was just trying to stay alive. And so I had to align myself with white supremacists. So he said, that's where he got all of these tattoos. And Jackson's attorney told the court, oh, Jackson just can't afford to have them removed. Really? Yeah? Why doesn't he start a GoFundMe or a Give, Send, Go? Right? Why doesn't he start a fundraising page? These asshats have no problem with starting fundraisers for other things. I mean, if this really bothers him so much, why wouldn't he do that? So anyway, his defense attorney asked the judge to disregard his tattoos and his racist text messages. He said, please don't allow that to affect the sentence. And I can't believe that they did this, but they submitted a picture of Jackson with his so-called best black friend at the friend's wedding. I seriously have secondhand embarrassment. I seriously do. But his attorney is pretty shameless in general. Officer Harry Dunn attended the sentencing hearing, and he told a reporter that Jackson's defense attorney basically blamed officers for being attacked. At one point, Jackson's attorney questioned why officers were there in the middle of a riot when they didn't have riot gear. Yeah. Why was your client there with a wooden flagpole that he used like a javelin to try to impale an officer? How about that? Cash me outside. How about that? So U.S. District Judge Rudolph Contreras presided over Jackson's case. Every once in a while, this guy surprises me with a decent sentence. Usually, though, he's far too weak. This was another disappointment. In the end, Jackson was sentenced to only 37 months in prison, 3 years of probation, and $2,000 in restitution. Completely, totally unacceptable given this guy's criminal history. And the prosecutor didn't even ask for the top end of the sentencing guidelines. It is such BS. So let's just hope by the time this guy gets out of prison, Trump will be long gone, right? Either he's going to be in prison himself or he'll be 6 feet under. Anyway, I will let you know if I hear any more. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.